Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to do some fun cards today? So just kind of getting everything set up. When you join, be sure to comment and share. And we're going to be using a set from the mini catalog. So just getting everything, like I said, set up here. When you join, let me know. Be sure to comment and share. So we're going to be using the set Autumn Leaves. So it's Autumn Leaves bundle, and that's the item number right there, 162186, and that is on page 44 of your catalog. So it's a fun bundle. Just want to let you know there is a suite, but unfortunately the ribbon and this designer paper here, those are back ordered right now, but they are coming back. So you will be able to get them, but you can get the bundle right now. So the bundle, you will need the bundle to do the cards that I am going to show you today. We're going to be doing some stamping and some embossing. So you need that to do a lot of the projects. But I will give you the paper that you will need to do that. Okay, so remember, Autumn Leaves, you for this bundle you get the stamp set and you get the dies. This is how I store my dies. I put a magnet sheet in there, and I actually draw around them too. So like if I take this one out and use this, for instance, this one yesterday, I looked and I'm like, oh, where is that one? And so I knew I was missing that one, and it was over by my die cutting station. So, but this is a good way that I always know if I am missing one. So anyway, let's get started. So okay, so the first one we're going to have here is the Very Vanilla. And I want to mention to you, like I said, this is my 6-card class that you can get. If you have a $35 order, you are going to get to make 2 of each of these. So this Very Vanilla, I did cut that out, or die cut, oh, I'm going to get that straight. I embossed it with that embossing folder that is in there. And you can see that it has some places where it doesn't kind of emboss, and then other places deeper. So this is just kind of a neat, worn, it's a fun one. So, but you can actually use either side up. This one is the one that is popped out the emboss, and then this is all the flat one. And so I took a crumb cake, did the same thing. I'm just going to put adhesive on the back of this. So remember, when you join, comment and share my video so you get into a drawing to win something free. So we're just going to put that on there. It's sticking over just a little bit. So just going to grab my scissors and I'll snip that right off. Put the adhesive on there. I'm going to take that out of there so it's out of the way. And we've got that. So with this paper, this is the Misty Moonlight. Really pretty paper. So what you're going to do is, first of all, and I'm not going to do it all here, but you're going to take this stamp and stamp it in Night of Navy and stamp that on there. And I will send you a piece of paper so that you have a scrap to do that. And then you're going to die cut it out. So it's going to be like this. So isn't that pretty? So then we're going to come back with our die cutting, or paper piercing paper. I'm just getting my papers here. I need some. Okay. So we're going to emboss. So I'm just gonna I always put all of my embossing powder in a little Ziploc, I think that's what they call them, and then put a little label on the end of them. So we're going to take the Versamark and we're going to ink up this one here and see if I can see it good enough. Okay, we've got that on there. Going to take our powder, and this is gold. Put that all over there. Okay, so we've got that. And I am going to shut that up so I don't spill that before I go any farther. And going to bring my heat tool in. And when you emboss, I always say, just keep it on one area first, and then when you see it start to turn, then you can start moving. Oops, took my finger off it. You can start moving it around. And I just love the embossed look. It's so rich. Okay, so we've got that. We're just going to come back with some dimensionals and put some of those on the back. You can see I was playing around with the back here. Okay. So this is the ribbon that is in that suite. You will get a piece of that. Like I said, right now, that ribbon you can't order, but we're just going to fold it. And then from the folded edge, trim. So isn't that cool? And just going to put some adhesive on. Sometimes it's kind of hard to put adhesive on ribbon, but so I'm just going to have that like that. So be sure to comment and share when you join. Also, if you can't watch it all, remember you can go back and watch the replay. And my ribbon is a little bit long, so we're just going to put that up. So we've got that like that. So now today, if you have a $50 order, you are going to get these pearls. There's like a gold, silver, and that one's kind of like a light green, a seafoam. So I am going to use the gold today. Good morning, Kim. So I'm just going to put 3 of them on there. Oh, I didn't get it straight. There. So there is your card. Really neat, fun one. This one you don't have any greeting on. You actually could use this for about anything. Birthday, thinking of you. It could even be a sympathy card. So that's what kind of neat. Sometimes we do cards. Don't put a greeting on, and we can do fun things like this. So this is your first card. Okay, so for the next one, let me get all of my pieces together here. And so for this one is your crumb cake. Use the bone folder to get a nice crisp crease on that. Hi, Kathy. You already have to lease it, but you're like, I know, I'm the same way. I maybe have how many leaf set, and it's like snowflake sets. Every time something comes out, I just gotta have it. So we're gonna take the vanilla, and the first one we're gonna use is Blackberry Bliss. Oh. If anybody's been to my house, my Blackberry Bliss is always very juicy. So I'm always so careful of this one because when you get it on your hands, it's all over. Okay, so we're just going to take and just stamp this randomly all over. Okay, and I'm just going to wash that off really quick. Just using my scrubbing pad to clean that. Okay, and then with this smaller leaf, I'm going to use Old Olive. And stamp some of them all over. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to wash that again. Just want to make sure all of mine are clean for the other projects that I need. And so the last color I'm going to use is Crumb Cake. Oh, and I got a little ink on this. Let me get that off. Had a little bit of ink on my block. So the leaves I actually did in the Crumb Cake. And these again, I'm just stamping these all over. So I just kind of added a lot of different colors in there. Okay, so we've got that done. So now this is our new circle dies. It's an amazing. Look at how many there are. I mean, if you're do scrapbooking, these big ones would be amazing to use on your pages. You could just use a lot of multiple colors. So, but these are really neat. So I used 2 of those, and I am going to use our Autumn Sane that I have from that same set in Blackberry Bliss. Again, I'm going to wash that off. Okay, just checking, see if anybody else joined us. You know, it's funny when you talk about having a lot of leaf sets. They're all so unique. There's something different about them all. So it's kind of like, okay, I've got to have them. There's something different. Like this one is just, I like that this one, when you stamp it, it's got the dark and then it's got the light in the center. That's what makes this one so unique. So I just put dimensionals on the back of my tag. And we're going to take off the back end. I have, if anybody is local to me, I have a really neat frame class coming up. And everybody that I showed when I first did it, they're like, okay, when's the class? I'm like, okay, I haven't scheduled anything yet. And they're like, okay, you got to do a class. So if anybody has seen my class schedule, I have a really neat frame class, and it is done with this set. So I just put that on there and put adhesive on the back there. Put that on my card base. It's a little bit smaller. I didn't go all the way to the edge. So then I've got my tag here. And again, I'm going to put dimensionals on the back just to pop it up. Oh, you just ordered those dies, the circle dies, these ones? Oh my God, I love these. Okay, so we just put that right there. They are so neat. I love the texture on the side of them. So they're just not just flat, round. They've got a neat texture. So those are really neat. Okay, so I'm going to come back with my pearls here. And let's see what color I'm going to use. And that's what's neat. There's just add a little bit on there. So that is card 2. Okay, so for the next one, little fun twist. Okay, so with this one, we're going to use Very Vanilla. And these cards are all made from that Autumn Leaves bundle. Information right there. So remember to get these cards. Get 2 of each of these cards. You got to go to lisastamps.com. If you have a $35 order, you're going to get 2 of each of these. So you're going to get a total of 6 cards. You have a $50 order. I'm going to throw in those gems or those pearls for you so you can use those on your cards. Those, if you have a $35 order, they won't be included. But if you get a $50 order, they're automatically going to be in there. And just remember that this, can't think of clearance rack, just got refreshed. So you want to go to the clearance rack because there's also some good things on there that you don't want to miss. So we're taking, this is Pretty Peacock, and we're going to take that big stamp and just stamp all over. Yeah, on the clearance rack, there are dies, there's punches, there's stamp pads. This is like one of the best ones that I've seen in quite a while for things being added. So be sure and check out that clearance rack. They, like I said, they just updated it yesterday. So, take a look at that. Okay, so for this one, we're going to be using this punch. Now, it was kind of funny because I mentioned to somebody one time about this punch, and they're like, didn't even realize it was in the catalog. So this is on page 64. So it's right here. It's actually, there's a bundle, or you can just buy the stamp set separately, the punch separately, but is this curved label punch. So this is really neat. So like what I'm showing you, you can make with what the featured bundle is this week. But then you can also, if you got the stamp set, you could do these fun things too. So when you get it from me, it will be punched out. So we're going to take this. Now you make sure you don't want to go beyond that, you know, so you don't see it there. But I'm just going to punch that there. And then we're going to come here, and I'm going to line up the end. Oh, I want to make sure that I see my end over here so I don't go too far out, and punch that. So now we've got a nice long curve. Okay, so for this, let's do some of the kind of the prep here. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. And with this one, you want to keep it popped up. If anybody has never made these fun cards before, you're in for a treat. And like I said, yours will be punched out because that punch is not included in your featured one. So we've got a couple pennies here. I'm going to put a penny in the middle of one of them. And I'm going to take that off, put that there, and then we're going to stick the penny on top. Then we're going to put another dimensional on the top there. Okay, so I'm going to peel these off first. We'll get those all done, kind of ready to start assembling some of the card. And this is like a slider card. Spinner card, I guess you can call it too. Okay, this is part of the designer papers that you can get. And again, here is the ribbon. I'm just going to take and tie this in a knot. So kind of like that. And on the ends, put some adhesive. I'll put some in the middle too. So we're gonna put that there. Our ends to go around. I'm kind of tight there. Tie a little bit tighter. Okay, we've got that there like that. So for this, we're just going to put this right at the top. Okay, we've got that. And this one, we're going to put, oh, it's kind of stuck there. We're going to put that at the bottom right there. And you are going to get a piece of this paper. This is the designer paper, not the designer paper, but the oxide paper that you can't get right now. This is gorgeous. But right now we can't get it, but you will get a piece of that so that you can cut out your pieces. And we're just going to stick that on the dimensional. So see how it takes some time to kind of get it to go, but it will. So that's just cool. Okay, so then we're going to, this is kind of a little hard where some of this stuff is, but, and so then you're going to put your card there. So like I said, your spinner card, see how your leaf will move? Sometimes it just takes a little bit to get it going, but yeah, isn't that fun? So that is, like I said, that punch. So remember, you go to lisasims.com and you got to use this host code. If you don't use this host code, I won't know that you are doing this to get the 6 cards. And if you have a $35 order, you're going to get make 2 of each of these. If you have a $50 order, I'm going to throw in the pearls so that you can put, now you could actually put some pearls on this here too, some of these places up here. Just want to make sure that this don't hit it. So, but isn't that fun? I love spinner cards. They're just so neat. I made one time for Halloween, and I put a spider on it. So the spider, he's got his legs and he spins around. So that's really cool. So, but these are your cards for today. So remember to place your order, and you have until September 24th. So that is Sunday. So get your orders in, but be sure and check out that clearance rack. Clearance rack, I can't speak today. Clearance rack has a lot of amazing things right now. I took a peek at it the other day, and I couldn't believe all the neat things they added. Like I said, I think it's one of the best ones that they've did in a long time. So these are your cards for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, this is the Autumn Leaves bundle. So there is the bundle, the item number that you need. And if you get that, you're going to get the stamp set and you're going to get the dies. So really fun bundle this week. So, and don't forget these circles. Your circles will be cut out for you because it's not the featured one, but this is the circle one that I use a lot. Look at them. I mean, it's just amazing. There's 14 of them. I mean, that is a really big set. So, well, everybody have a great day, and thank you for joining me. I know this is kind of threw a lot of people off that I'm here on Wednesdays. I actually have a commitment every Tuesday now, so I had to change it. So, but everybody have a great day, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.